Hi, I'm Kaththea with Ascended Spirit Amplifiers. When my energy feels drained and I need a refill, this is the blend that lifts my energy and helps me reconnect with my purpose. I call it Divine Uplift, and I'm going to show you how I craft it so it supports you the same way it supports me. This clip is taken from a longer video where I break down the lineage of each component, what it brings to your table, and I also include meditation guidance. I'll link the full version at the end. For now, let's begin. There's something powerful about making your own tools. And yep, you can buy them, but the difference really is bigger than you think. It's about the intent you hold while creating them, and how that energy carries itself through the entire ritual. From literal beginning to end, you become even more methodically involved with the process. This is where we trust the process. You will need the following ingredients to create your own Divine Uplift. I have links in the description box for most everything I'm using today. 3 cups Epsom salt, 3 tablespoons of baking soda, 1.5 tablespoons of citric acid, 2 tablespoons dried sage leaf, 2 tablespoons orange zest, 30 drops of sweet orange essential oil, and 20 drops of clary sage essential oil. Step 1. Prepare your base. Add your salt to the bowl. I do have a full video on the lineage and benefits of salt, and I'll link it at the end. Add the baking soda. Add the citric acid. It sounds intense, but it's literally just the natural acid found in citrus fruits. It helps the blend dissolve smoothly and keeps it from clumping. Then add your sage leaf and orange zest. Mix well. Step 2. Add your oils. Add your sweet orange and clary sage essential oils. Spread the drops out across the salt so it doesn't pool in one spot. I want to mention something very important about clary sage essential oil that I use in my practice and making tools. Clary sage is a beautiful plant with uplifting and clarifying properties, but it's also known for influencing the body's natural rhythms and can have an extremely powerful effect on a few individuals. Because of that, it's not recommended for use during pregnancy, especially in the later stages, as it may stimulate the body in ways that are not ideal during that time. If you're pregnant, nursing, or managing a medical condition, always check with a qualified healthcare professional before using essential oils in your practice. And if you're unaware of how your body will respond, you can always just start by placing a single drop on a cotton round or tissue and simply noticing how that aroma affects you before using it in any blend. Step 3. Add water. This is what can happen if you add the water all at once. To avoid that reaction, let the water glide off the back of your hand in droplets, like I'm demonstrating. You're looking for the texture of wet sand, something that clumps without separating. Step 4. Mix with intention. Hand mix your blend. Feel the texture shift. Feel the ingredients come together. Add the water slowly, allowing generous amount of time between additions to get the moisture spread out. Step 5. Mold your amplifiers. Add the salt to your molds. Use the slide, tap, and pat method. Make sure you get the corners and edges filled. They do tend to get less salt. Let them dry for 24 to 48 hours. The 24 to 48 hour drive time isn't just practical. It can actually shift the energy in your space. The bright, uplifting aroma fills the air, clearing and energizing the atmosphere before you even begin your ritual. Step 6. Store and use. After drying, remove them from the molds and transfer them into an airtight container. If you store them too early, they can break apart or turn to mush. Still usable, but let them dry fully so that you won't have to worry about those issues. Use them in baths, foot soaks, or add one to a spray bottle with water to spritz anything that needs a divine uplift. I want to take this time to expand on a few things. Your citric acid should always be food grade. I know I mentioned it earlier that it's safe, and it is, but that's especially important because this blend is meant for skin contact. Using food grade ensures it's gentle and protective. I love this formula because it dissolves completely. No gritty leftovers, no chunks floating around. These activate seconds after hitting the water and don't stop until fully disintegrated, as you've seen in the clips. All the products I use are listed in the description box. Quality proven, trial tested, and budget conscious. The cookie sheets and storage jars are from the Dollar Tree. And no, I'm not sponsored by anyone but Spirit. I do make a small commission if you buy through the links. This batch makes about 45 amplifiers. Plenty to keep your personal practices flowing for weeks, or to gift someone who could use a little divine uplift. Alright, now that your amplifiers are set and your space is charged, let's move into the meditation. Thanks for watching. If something in this video resonated with you, honoring that with a like helps this work find the people who are meant to see it. And I'd love to hear your reflections in the comments. It's always beautiful to see how these messages land for different people. And by all means, share it with anyone you think might benefit. If you want to keep exploring with me, make sure you're subscribed. I share new videos every week, and each one builds on this journey in its own way. Please never forget, my intent is your ascent. See you next time.